today's game. The running back
Hello, and welcome back to another draft player analysis video. Today, I will be doing Tyler Boyd, wide receiver, Pittsburgh. Tyler Boyd, 6'2", 197 pounds. He was a 3-year starter at Pitt for the Panthers, and he ran a 4.58 40-yard dash and had a 34-inch vertical jump. I am using the Jared Goff I created way back when I first started doing these. So using the Jared Goff I created, just so you know, that's specified. If you haven't seen that Jared Goff video, I would very much enjoy if you went and saw that, because I really like Jared Goff, so I think you should go watch that video. So he was a first-team All-AAC, which is the American Athletic Conference, I believe, and his stats were career 248 catches, 3,500 yards, both of which are Pitt Panther records, breaking one of the best in the NFL, Larry Fitzgerald's previous record with Pitt. And he had 21 touchdowns. When you see a receiver drop a pass, I personally really like Tyler Boyd. I think between those top 4 guys that I've already mentioned, I think there's quite a big drop-off when it comes to receiver talent. But I think he's probably the next best option after those guys. Because if you watch those other 4, I almost said like 3, and I almost said 2. I'm all over the place. You would have saw that I have all 4 of those guys going in the first round. So, I think after that, there's quite a big drop-off. I don't think there's really any receivers worth taking the second round unless one of those 4 drop. And if it's going to be one of them, I think it's either going to be Fuller or Doxson. And it's not really because I don't think those 2 are talented. I think it's just teams that need wide receivers aren't going to reach at guys who they don't believe can be starters day 1, I think, this year. So, I personally like Tyler Boyd a lot. I think he could be a solid receiver. That's really good. I think he can be a very good possession receiver. You know, someone you target when you just want to get the first down. When you want someone you know is going to catch the ball. So, I have a bit of experience with Tyler Boyd because I live in Pennsylvania, so I kind of get to watch Pitt Panther games. That's really them and Penn State and maybe a couple other teams. Ohio State, I get to see those games. I want to watch college ball. So, I kind of have a bit of an idea of where I was going with Tyler Boyd. And Tyler Boyd was one of my favorite receivers. And when NCAA 14 came out, I started a Pitt Panthers, whatever they called franchise mode in that. I haven't played it in a while. I'm actually going to rent that from GameFly. I have that coming soon. So, Tyler Boyd, I think he was a 2-year receiver for me, and he was just fantastic for me the whole time. I mean, he was really good. So, I really like Tyler Boyd. I have a bit of that history with him just because of NCAA. So, might as well start getting into my pros and cons. My first pro, he has very strong hands. He's not the fastest guy in the field, and we'll get to that. He has very strong hands, and he's very aggressive. He uses his hands and his body to kind of catch the ball and come down with it. From what I've seen, he doesn't drop very many passes. So Again, he's going to be a guy that you can trust to catch the ball.
It's a great running back to have on your football team, isn't he?
Pretty much whenever you need him. He's very
has 3 more chances.
Consistent. Consistency is a big thing with Tyler Boyd.
Again, staying with the safe plays.
I don't think he ever averaged below 70 catches at Pitt, maybe 60.
When you give him room to run, but there is no room this time.
So he
What a job by the defense. They
very consistent, very strong hand. My next pro, I guess this can be considered a con for some people. I don't really mind it, especially for a receiver of his type. I have good, not great speed.
Nice job that time by the offense.
I think his speed is adequate. I think it's
a good thing they got a quarterback
good for what he tries to accomplish, which is he's going to try and go up for the ball, and he's going to make the play for it in air. Fuck you, Madden. Truly, just blow me.
Coming to the line at the 1.
But again, he's not really a burner, but he has enough speed to run pretty good routes. And again, I think his route running is very good. That's pretty much my next pro. He's probably, I'd say maybe a second or third or fourth best route runner in this draft, which I guess isn't really saying much because, in my opinion, some of the top receivers aren't great route runners yet.
Martin's going to secure the hand.
So
Takes it across, and he's
I think he'll be one of the more polished route runners coming into the draft.
Level ground again after the touchdown, with just about half
my
the
next
second
one,
quarter still to play.
he's versatile.
About situations like this when teams get tied,
Pitt used him in pretty much every way imaginable last year.
That we haven't seen so far.
They had him run end arounds. They had him run, jet sweeps. They had him run
Gilbert's got it on the
pretty
return.
much anything you can think of. A guy can run. He did. He lined up at running back. He did a lot. He did quite a bit. And he did it all pretty well.
Touchdown. Phil, let's see if they can do it again.
So I think he's very versatile, and he'll get the job done pretty much however you want to utilize him. If you want to throw him in the slot, I think he has solid speed and toughness to take hits over the middle. If you want to play him on outside, again, he has size and strength to play outside. So
from the gun,
I think he can be very versatile wherever you really want to play him. I totally forgot to mess with his how he looks. So he's gonna look a little janky. As I was making him, I got caught up in that don't throw the football around outside.
Second down and 6.
It's finally nice out.
And now he'll take off.
No, come back to the ball, man. Come on, run 30 yards back to the ball. God, this is why you're going to get cut, dude.
Good job that time by the quarterback. Gets out of the pocket fast.
But
not able to make the throw for the completion.
He's versatile. He's going to run short. He's going to run deep. Again, he's not going to burn those deep receivers. But he's going to make good plays on the ball if you give him a solid chance to make it. At Pitt, his quarterback play was very inconsistent, so he never really had a chance to shine, especially this year. If you're wondering why I didn't notice that rusher, it's because I don't have controller vibration. I turn it off to try and save a little bit of battery on my PS4 controller. Not my best bet. Didn't see the free rusher.
Winston's going to take it from the gun.
So, again, versatile. They pulled him in at running back. He played pretty well. I think one of the biggest issues, though, he had was inconsistency at quarterback. That's what held him back from, again, I think, being considered as one of the top guys in this draft. Because I think he's a top 5 talent in his draft class, but between my 4 and 5, I think there's a big talent drop-off. Between Will Fuller and Tyler Boyd, I think those two are vastly different. I have Will Fuller ranked as a late first rounder to a mid-second. I'll get to what I have Tyler Boyd ranked at.
Vincent Jackson has the reception. The
So,
Buccaneers.
those are my pros. Might as well get into the comments.
And that's the first one they've used.
My first one, he's not a real
The
deep
Browns
threat.
lined up in the nickel.
Again, he's not going to burn the quicker
corners, no matter where he is. He's going to be a possession receiver who's going to make plays with his hands and his body. He's never going to run past a guy, and he's not really a running after the catch threat. And that's my next con. He doesn't have much potential to run after the catch.
Loading up on the line,
you know, he's not going to be a guy that's going to catch the short route and then run 40 yards for a touchdown. He's not going to catch a quick slant and then sprint down the field for the touchdown. That's just not who he is. He's a possession receiver. He's going to go and he's going to make a play on the ball, and he'll get what he can with what he's given. He's not going to outrun it.
A big touchdown right there. They're almost sure to take the lead to the locker room with that score.
My last major con is he kind of has fumble issues.
They all make you feel great, and right now,
for someone with such strong hands, you
you
wouldn't really expect there to be fumbling issues, but he has them. Now, mostly,
Gilbert's going to start his return.
Mostly those fumble issues were on punt returns. This is another thing, going back to versatile. You can, if you really want him, run him back there, kick and punt return. I don't think he's going to do a whole lot, but you can if you
defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. Can't find
So,
the target on the pass underneath. And now they'll try over again on
his
second
fumbles.
down.
Again, most of those were on maybe kickoffs and punts.
Two tight ends on the field
where Pittsburgh lined him up because they were basically talent deficient this year. Didn't have a lot of talent on their team.
2 minutes in the first half. You got to get rid of the football. Nobody's open. Just throw it away.
So
he loses yards.
there was just a lot of issues with Pitt this year. They were still solid though. They still played pretty damn well.
To the 34 for a first down.
Wow, really? That's just unfortunate.
They bring him to the turf. The first half is complete. Larry Ridley.
And that's pretty much my last con. Oh my God.
On EA Sports.
I totally forgot to flip the
is
stick.
officially underway.
Oh man, I am just not doing good today. I am all over the place.
And a run back of about 10.
My goodness. All right. I have Tyler Boyd projected as a late third rounder to a mid or an early fourth rounder. As I was saying with the talent drop, I think Will Fuller is a late first to a mid second about. But I think there's a big talent drop off between my 4 and 5. Because Treadwell and Coleman are definitely going to be first-round picks. Doxson has all the potential to be a first-round pick. It's just if teams really want to pick that. Again, the 4 big teams that need receiver are Houston, Minnesota, Cincinnati, and Kansas City. And all 4 of them could draft receivers in the first round. Heck, I have all 4 of them taking receiver in the first round currently. Because I don't think they really have many glaring needs. They're all very good teams.
Always good to have these types of runs. Yeah, it's not a first down.
So I think they all could take wide receivers. It's just who they will
when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
So
second down.
Again, I think there's a huge drop off though between them. And I only say that he's going to be that because I think those teams that need receivers are going to get it done early. Because, again, most of those teams that need receivers don't really have many other glaring needs that I can think of.
Winston's completion percentage, 80% on
I'm trying to think. Houston, maybe linebacker, Minnesota.
The offense is set at the line.
They fixed their offensive line pretty well, I'd say, in the free agency.
Picks up 8 here.
So, I mean, that was their only really big issue, I thought.
Per carry on the game.
Well, that last play almost got him in here. And
yeah, I have no clue really with Minnesota. Front four solid. They have one of the best linebacking cores. Maybe an inside because Greenway. I think that's what Greenway played. If not, I think Greenway is left outside. So maybe they can go outside if they find someone they fall in love with. But I doubt it.
puts this game virtually out of reach.
Because I think all the real good outsides are early pick, and again, it takes a bit of a drop.
Let's change what's gone on here so far. It's not too late. It's getting tough.
But
we can find a way to win this
in Kansas City, I think really the only issue they have is their offense right now. So, again, they can always, they can take a receiver, they can take a backup running back, they can take whatever they really want. I think Kansas City is a very good team. I think that they just had too many injuries and had some bad clock management to beat New England. I think that's the only thing that hurt them. So, my teams of interest for Tyler Boyd. I'm going to stop rambling here. First, I have Houston. Again, line him up with the big outside guy in.
Now is going to go nickel.
Oh, I always draw blank. DeAndre Hopkins. Line him up with DeAndre Hopkins. Let him do his thing.
Catches the ball on the side,
and Boyd can be a solid number 2 or even number 3 option in this offense.
Situation like this, Jim, and you get
just give Osweiler weapons to play with. They already gave him a running back. They have a very good number 1. They just need a guy to take some of that pressure off of DeAndre Hopkins.
Mark him down for another reception.
Next, Minnesota. Again, I think they have a very solid number 1 in Stephon Diggs. I think he can be their number 1 receiver. And honestly, I think Diggs probably would have been a first or second round pick if he didn't get hurt.
Final quarter underway now with this snap.
So,
jarred out of his hands.
Again, Diggs broke his leg, and then he never really had a chance
that incompletion by the quarterback. Hey, I give the quarterback
teams
no fault.
didn't
That
think
was
he can
just
do what he did.
coverage.
And he came out and he had a pretty solid season.
Player. He's in position and
he had a really good couple of games, then he kind of just fell off a little, I think.
This is third.
So, I think they can take him and get a big outside receiver, perimeter guy. He's bigger than Diggs by about 2 inches. So they could get him and line him up with Diggs, and those two can be a really solid, combination.
They will get tired.
Next is Cincinnati. Again, Cincinnati lost 2 of their big receivers. So they need someone to take that place because their next receiver on the roster is Brandon Tate, who is pretty much a kickoff specialist and, a guy who's going to just run after the catch a lot for you. So I don't think they want to line up him and A.J. Green on the outside. But I think Cincinnati has to take a receiver. So I think Cincinnati can definitely take him if they don't like either of the receivers that are left after Treadwell and Coleman are off the board, because I don't think either of them will make it to him. It's so unfortunate.
He's brought down.
Next, after Cincinnati, I have drum roll, please, Pittsburgh. And this is kind of just for me. I like the hometown kid. I'd like him to stay in, the state and go play in Three River Stadium. Not Three River, what am I talking about? In Heinz Field. Yes, back in 1997, with Three River Stadium. But I'd like if he stayed in Pittsburgh. They're gonna need a target to replace Martavis Bryant. They're not gonna keep him around after his contract's up. I think his contract expires 2018. So he's not gonna be on the team for much longer, unless he really cleans his act up, which he could, but I doubt.
Sims is trying to be patient.
Next, I have Kansas City. Line up another, kind of big guy.
Sims is in the backfield.
With Jeremy Maclin. God, dude, I'm just drawing a blank with some of these names.
Keeps his legs moving.
So, line him and Jeremy Maclin up. They again have solid 1-2 punch at receiver. You have 2 guys you really have to keep an eye on in coverage, instead of just having to worry about Maclin.
So many times in practice, you got to manage the clock. Know how much time you got left.
Up next,
they've done that well.
It's our time here. I have Cleveland. At the top of the second round. I think they're gonna draft a quarterback no matter what. It's just all about who they draft.
As I always say,
I personally think will be Jared Goff, but
so make them guess
Cleveland's going to have to get a target.
Before we go, Phil, how about a
Sorry
final
if I
thought
sounded
about
far
this
away.
loss?
I did
Jim, when the game is over like this, when you go inside, all you
Cleveland
think about
is drafting quarterback. They're going to have to draft a wide receiver to go along with him.
Chance to win,
because
and it hangs with you. It only changes when you
Cleveland has one receiver on their roster that can really be trusted
before you get over a loss.
As a number one, and that's
For Phil Simms
Josh
and all the
Gordon,
crew,
and you can't really even
Jim
trust
Nantz
him.
saying so long.
I think Hartline's a very good role receiver, and after that, there's not much else to him. Then I have Baltimore. Brashard Perriman, they took him at the back end, I think, the first round last year. Speedster, don't know how he's going to pan out. Didn't play this entire rookie season. See how he plays this year. But I think they get one more guy, give Joe Flacco a chance to make some plays with his arm, and actually have a chance to get some passing yardage, I guess is the way I can put it. Next is San Francisco. I think Anquan Bolden's out, so they have one receiver on the roster they can actually trust, and that's Torrey Smith. And I think Chip Kelly will find some creative things to do with the guy. I mean, he's versatile. He can run those sweeps. He can run end arounds. He can run all those things. So San Fran's and also a potential landing spot. And last but not least, the Giants. Line him up with Odell Beckham. You have a very solid 1-2 punch at receiver, and those two can do some really good things. And again, I think Boyd can definitely be a solid 2-3 target. I don't think he can really be a number one guy. So just to kind of wrap this all up, I really like Tyler Boyd. I don't think he's as talented as the other four guys I've already done videos on, but he's still extremely talented, has great hands, and he's going to be a great possession receiver in the NFL. With that being said, I believe that the Cleveland Browns will select Tyler Boyd with the second pick of the 4th round in the 2016 NFL Draft. Thank you for watching this video. That's pretty much it. I was going to say all those like, comment, subscribe things, but then I realized I'm not a whore. I'm not going to ask you. If you actually like it, you'll do it. So, for now, this is J-Wax signing off.